message for Sabatino Mangini, my writing, research, and technology professor, made public just because I like things to be public. I don't know why. And because it's easier to actually talk to my computer than to write things down. In class today, you asked the question, what grade do we think we deserve? And I know that you've been telling us that this question would be asked since the very beginning of class. I knew that this would always be expected of me, and I always thought that when the time could come, I would actually say that I deserved a B, and I hope I do deserve a B, at least. I hope I would deserve more than a B, but I'm not even sure I do. Your requirements for earning the B, the basic requirements for which we had to meet in this class, you asked us to participate. While I participate in class very often, I'm not sure that I participate. Well, actually, no, I know that I don't participate well on the internet. This is pretty much me on the internet in general. I put things out, I write things, but I do not get involved with anyone else online. On Tumblr, I do not reblog something unless it's got a picture of Hemingway, because I've got a very particular thing about what I want on my blog on Tumblr. I've got things that need to be. I've got. I do not like things unless I want people to know that I publicly like them, even if I actually do. I do not comment on things unless I actually want to start an argument. I'm kind of a dick like that. I am more comfortable talking about politics with with people I do not know than talking about almost anything with my friends or people I actually interact with on a normal basis, because I'm kind of a jerk online, and I do not like that about my online persona, and I'm trying to stop that. And unfortunately, the only way I have found to do that is to not say anything. I think the only thing I've actually commented on another person's Twitter, or not a Twitter, it was on a blog post. I commented on a blog post because I did not think that they understood the actual assignment of, I think it was creating a flash fiction. There was, I'm such a bad collaborator, so bad at actually, engaging with other people, that I did not know who I was working with on the final project, on the oral history / Food Inc. project, until today, because I don't interact with my fellow classmates very often, or at all, actually. I've got ideas for what I would like to do, and I think about them, how cool it would be to pursue those, but then I think about actually interacting with someone else who might not like those ideas, and I panic. So, really, I'm not sure really if I do deserve that B. I hope I do, and I hope that. Other things. My Twitter. I'm having trouble with my Twitter, and I'm fairly certain I've actually figured out how I'm going to edit it in the future. But to this date, I have not yet edited it. It still remains in its unedited state, and probably will be until at least next week. Actually, I know it will be until next week, because I'm going away this weekend, and I've got a lot of things I need to prepare before this weekend. So it won't even be started until next week, and then I will probably be postponing that because I am a chronic procrastinator. So, yeah. And the problem I've found with this Twitter is that I'm talking about descending back into the madness of the original assignment that I was working on when I went for this Twitter, but I can't do that. I've been trying to recreate that experience, and I can't, and I realize why, and that's because I'm afraid to. After that assignment, I I crashed. I felt horrible. I was afraid. Took me. I mean, I was jittery and nervous and all sorts of other things. Horrible, horrible feelings. And and after I recovered from that, I never wanted to experience that again. And I think that's why I've been avoiding writing this semester. I mean, the only things I've written have been pretty easy things, like critiques of movies and a couple of short scripts and things, and those were alright, but they weren't really my best work at all. And I think part of the reason is because I can't seem to get back to that identity that I was at. And actually, this leads me to my final point here. I caught myself falling into an old identity. Today in class, the conversation of grad school came up. And I caught myself thinking, man, I could never do grad school. I hate theory. And I do hate theory. I don't like theory. I don't even like research papers at all because I don't like facts. I am a narrative and creative. I'm a creative writer and I'm a narrative writer. I'm a fiction writer. My bread and butter is lies. I don't like the truth at all. I don't like telling the truth. And yeah, I mean, as much as I do expect truth from politicians and people, and from books that I read for. Actually, I don't read books for facts at all. I've never actually opened a textbook.
I'm going to quote you on that.
What, you're going to quote me on it? My bread and butter is lies?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I don't do the truth very often, or I don't like to. Because the fact of the matter is I find the truth kind of controlling. I find it that I can't, create as much when I'm dealing with things that are true and real.
It's boring.
It is boring. Actually, my friend, last night I was talking with my roommate about a RPG that we're running, that we're participating in, and how my character was going to be this master of disguise who just sort of walks in the front door of the evil organization's house and just blends in, and my friend pointed out that our DM is kind of a dick, and that he will not let that slide. I will not get through the front door at all, because I will be trying to play a character that people know, and they won't know me. And then I'm like, but it always works in the movies. And my friend says, yeah, but this is Jet we're talking about. Jet will expect reality out of an RPG based on Pokemon. Yeah. So yes, I'm having trouble, and I'm trying to get back. Okay, I need to get back to the whole problem of this whole problem of me not liking theory, and that's the fact that I've created this identity for myself, which is not a theorist. And that was the whole lesson that I learned when I actually did the paper from last semester, that I can be a theorist, because part of it was about identity switching. It was about how unsuccessful students are unsuccessful because they fashion an identity for themselves, which is not which does not work for being a student. They say, I can't do this. They say, I am not a scientist, so I cannot do science. I say I'm not a theorist, so I can't do theory, and that is and that if I can create an identity for myself that is a theorist, like I did when I did this first paper, I can do that. I can be that theorist, because that's all it is. I mean, it's easy. As I said in my in the paper, which I know I keep talking about because it consumed me for 5 days. I've been a test subject in a abandoned facility, only accompanied by a psychotic AI and a portal gun. I have been the billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne, fighting my way through Arkham Asylum I have been a soldier and a pirate, and I have been almost all of these things because of identity switching, because I can create identities, because I'm a narrative writer, and I should be able to create other characters for me to be that can make me do these things. And I'm preaching, and it's odd because I'm losing track of where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be talking about the grade I think I deserve, and now I'm sort of making excuses for why I can't do this, and then talking about why I can do this because I should be able to do this. And so I'm actually not sure really what the hell I'm talking about right now. So, yes. I'm confused and I'm rambling. And actually, damn it, this is where I was after I finished that paper last semester. Okay, so the madness is still here. I'm not quite sure how this works. Wish me luck.